Hi, I'm Dave Matson, CEO of Sandler. Today I'm joined with a longtime franchisee, Chip Doyle, who has recently retired. So, Chip, you've been here, as we've talked about, for over 20 years. The market has changed dramatically, right? We've been through a couple of recessions together.
Oh yeah.
Learners are learning differently now. Things have changed. Talk to us a little bit about how you've seen Sandler stay up with that, but equally as important, the dynamics between a franchisee and a franchisor, because in most organizations, as you know, because I know you deal with some franchise companies, there's always this, it's an us, them. And personally, I'm super proud that I don't believe we have that relationship with the field.
No, that's another lucky thing. See, I didn't know about any of these dynamics. I didn't know to look in on any of this stuff. And actually, when I joined Sandler, it was a fairly turbulent time in retrospect. There was some things going on, and I was just a bull in a china shop. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And again, I've been very lucky that Sandler has done a really good job of, managing and integrating Sandler into everything that they do. There's no hypocrisy with how Sandler works with it. It's very collaborative with the franchisees, and things could have gone. There were opportunities, as you well know, David, where things could have gone a different direction. But it's just been a really positive experience. And the fact that you served under Sandler, and that you're running the thing, I'll give you some kudos. That's freaking awesome, and that really does maintain a lot of continuity.
Well, I think, what I think is magical, especially, now we're dealing with the pandemic and all the economic ripple effects with that as an entrepreneur, we want to be independent. We want to do our own thing. You want the guardrails, the franchise offers, like the content and the systems and the process, but ultimately you're by yourself. And I just think the way that the franchises and the trainers rally around each other is just awesome. And I don't think you find that in corporate America.
I have not had to call in any favors, but I have had some Sandler people who will remain nameless that had some difficult situations happen, things that were completely outside their control, and they asked for help, and everybody helped, including me. And there was never, when I first joined Ed Staub, who's like my Sandler father, he said, Chip's you're gonna see it's sort of like a family. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But he's right. These are people that I've made friendships with that I will, if I was in, any city in the United States and I said, hey, I'm in town, you want to grab lunch? The answer would always be yes. The doors are open, and these are lifelong friendships that have occurred because everybody does work together. There used to be an issue with some of the Sandler people competing in similar territories, and that's really just, it doesn't work. Nobody wins, and so I've been pretty impressed with the collaboration of Sandler people even within the same territories.
Well, I think you almost have to deprogram them from coming out of corporate, right? Because it was
where it's dog eat dog, yeah. Zero-sum game.
You get shocked with that electric collar. If you go into somebody else's territory, you got to figure out ways to get around that.
Right.
It just takes time for them to drop that old way and come into this more collaborative way.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have been able to do my exit strategy if I hadn't been collaborating with Sandler people over the years. It's definitely forget about ethics or integrity. It's just profitable to find ways to cooperate with your fellow Sandler people.
Yeah, well, right now you've got a soft retirement, and I don't mean that in a way financially, but you've actually handed over your client base to another local trainer. You're working with them. You still get to dabble, but you still get to say, hey, I'm out playing golf now. I'm doing whatever you'd like to do. And I think that's kind of a magical combination. So, Chip, I really appreciate it. I've been a fan of yours for a long time. I've told you that many times. And so if you want to be like Chip, who controls their own destiny, controls their own lifestyle, why don't you give us a call at 410-559-2033 or email us at franchising@sandler.com. I look forward to the opportunity to helping make sure that this is your last career stop.